Good evening, Philippines. Mike Padua here, and we're back to our update on Bising or Surigay, and it's now been upgraded into a super typhoon. And at this moment, it's already a Category 5 super typhoon with winds of 155 knots, or in kph, that's 285 kilometers per hour. So it's quite very strong, extremely catastrophic super typhoon. And it's similar in strength of Super Typhoon Rosing or Angela, which devastated Luzon way back in November 1995. So this is for this Saturday evening, April 17, 2021, and let's begin with our update. Here's the fast animation. You can clearly see how fast the development of the small eye has occurred during the past 24 hours. So it has undergone an explosive rapid deepening or rapid intensification as it moves across the central portion of the Philippine Sea, closer towards the eastern coastline of the Bicol region. But the good news, the computer models like the ECMWF, which showed a track towards Bicol region, particularly along Catanduanes and the coastal areas of Caramuan, has again shifted back to its original track some 300 kilometers to the east of Bicol region. So that's a good news, since the system is so powerful enough to create havoc if it does make landfall. And the good news is that the track, all the computer models are now agreeing that the system will slow down, but it will track towards the north and sparing the Bicol region and other portions of Luzon based on what we see on the current forecast tracks. And if we zoom in our satellite animation, so you can see how large the system is. This is the 12-hour satellite loop since 11 a.m. this morning until 11 p.m. this evening. And you can see here how large is the circulation. It's around almost 1,000 kilometers across. And it's moving closer towards the coastal areas of eastern Visayas and the Bicol region. Areas of eastern Samar and northern Samar are experiencing now heavy rains, on and off heavy rains and thunderstorms, brought about by the outer rain bands of this storm. And by tomorrow morning or noontime, it will already approach the Bicol region. Okay, here's the outer rain bands. So expect some light to moderate to at times heavy rainfall, particularly late in the afternoon through the evening, as the closest approach to the Bicol region will be expected some 300 kilometers to the east of Naga City on Monday morning. And right now it's moving still faster, okay, since yesterday. From west-northwest, it tracked towards the northwest at speed of 22 kilometers per hour. So that's something good news, since if it moves faster, it will leave the area quickly. But for the next 24 hours, it will slow down a little bit, maybe around 11 kph, and it starts to move towards the north over the open sea of the North Philippine Sea. So here's the infrared satellite animation. I'm going to show it to you. Okay, so there goes the clear eye of the cyclone. It's really a scary system, but this is our prayers has been answered that no landfall will be expected. But we're still going to observe this until it reaches to the east of the Bicol region by tomorrow afternoon. And after that, this storm will start to move away from the eastern coastal line of the Bicol region. So here's the tracking of the Typhoon 2000 storm track number 4, which we issued around 5 p.m. It's still at 240, but right now it's already 285 kph, and from there it might start to lose strength because of some drier air here in the North Philippine Sea. And as you can see here in our forecast, by tomorrow afternoon, it will be around 300 plus kilometers or 400 plus kilometers to the east-southeast of Naga City, or 300 kilometers to the east of Legazpi City, and it will start to move towards the north-northwest, and by morning of Monday, April 19, it will be around 300 kilometers east-northeast of Naga City. So once the system passes over here, we expect some wind gusts from 40 to as high as 75 kph, while here over areas of Partido in Camarines Sur and the eastern sections of Albay might have winds of up to 85 or 100 kph, as well as the area of Catanduanes. The winds might reach 100 kph. It's quite strong, but it's not at typhoon strength. Okay, so the damage will be lesser, particularly over these areas, but the rainfall will be expected by tomorrow, Sunday, until early morning of Tuesday. So whole day Monday, we might be experiencing some on and off rainfall, heavy rainfall, and the amount of rainfall might be ranging from 50 to as high as 200 millimeters due to the wide circulation of the super typhoon. Okay, so right now, based on the strike probability from the European model, the strike probability for central Camarines Sur has gone down to 0%, while eastern portions of Camarines Sur, eastern Albay, is at 10 to 20%. Areas of Catanduanes is around 20 to 30 or even 40% strike probability, so they are already out of the woods, since for the next 24 hours it will just be to the east of the Bicol region. So far, if we look at the Asian agencies tracks, so most of them agree with the same track as ours, that it will move towards the north-northwest within the next 2 to 3 days. Okay, and most of the model are most of the Asian agencies are now agreeing on that direction. Now let's take a look at our global models. So it looks like most of the computer models are now agreeing that it will make a turn towards the north-northwest or northwest, away from any landmass of the Bicol region and eastern Visayas. And there's this one model, this is the US Navy model, making it landfall over extreme northern Luzon over Cagayan, but it's the least reliable as of this time. We are looking at the track somewhere here, okay, and moving to that direction. So far that's good news. So landfall is not expected at any part in any part of the Philippines right now. So that's a relief from all of us. Just be prepared for possible storm surge of up to 6 meters along the eastern seaboards of the Bicol region, eastern Visayas, since this is a very powerful system. A distance of 500 kilometers from the coastline could generate storm surge reaching the coastline. Even if the storm is far away, it will still create some swelling of the coastal areas. Okay, so take all necessary precautions. The rainfall, of course, because of the large circulation, the rain circulation of the storm of up to 500 millimeters. So we expect some rainfall of 25 to as high as 200 millimeters in some portions of the Bicol region, particularly over the eastern coastline like Catanduanes and the coastal areas of Camarines Sur like Partido district, areas of eastern Albay, as well as eastern Sorsogon. Also here, the areas of northern and eastern Samar will be affected also by storm surge, heavy rains, as well as winds reaching at tropical storm force strength. So tropical storm force winds is up to gustiness of up to 75 or even 95 kph. So please take all necessary precautions. And before we leave you is the latest GovSat we issued earlier this afternoon. So still the same northeasterly wind flow affecting Bicol region, but for the next 24 hours, the circulation of Suwigay or Bising will start to affect the Bicol region. We have a trough here over Mindanao, over Visayas, and parts of Sulu Archipelago and Palawan. And we have another LPA here, very near the equator, in the vicinity of Central Micronesia, south of Chuuk State. It's 95W with low chance of developing into a tropical cyclone within the next 24 hours, and it's moving the other way towards this direction. So far, that's the latest. So we have some good news. The storm will not make landfall anymore in any parts of the Bicol region, as well as other areas of the Philippines. So it will just remain over the open waters of the Philippine Sea, but expect heavy rains and some winds will still be expected, but not damaging winds. Only winds of tropical storm force winds of tropical storm force up to 75 or even 85 kph, and on the coastal areas there might be wind speeds of up to 100 kph. If the track moves closer towards the Bicol region, there might be some winds of more than 100 over the areas of Catanduanes and Partito district. But so far the track is well behaved as of this time. It's moving more to the northwest, a little bit higher on the forecast model. So let's thank the Lord that the system is not going to make landfall. It will only bring some much needed rainfall over dry areas of the Bicol region, but in some areas that experience too much rainfall, that will be a problem. So please take all necessary precautions, and we will be back again tomorrow evening to give you more update on the close approach of Super Typhoon Bising come Monday. From Typhoon 2000, this is Mike Pado reporting. Stay safe always, be #WeatherWiser, and thank you so much for watching our channel.